For a city that's done its best to become bike-friendly, Salt Lake has a growing problem on its hands.
Yes, last year alone, nearly 1,300 bikes were stolen, and those are only the ones reported. It's believed roughly 50% go unreported.
Mike and the KSL investigators decided to dig deeper into the issue. Mike, what'd you find?
Well, Dave, the chances of you getting that bike back are slim to none. Only about 6% of the bikes stolen here in Salt Lake City are actually recovered, and the percentage of people arrested or even charged, less than that. So, who's stealing all these bikes and why are they doing it? Well, take a look and see for yourself.
Tell you what, there is just something about riding a bike. You know, the breeze in your hair, pushing those pedals, gripping that bar. How about that certain kind of feeling you get
just get that big sinking feeling in your stomach
when it's no longer chained up?
It feels a little violating.
In the place you last left it.
I thought I went crazy just trying to find my bike, but
Nope, not crazy, just stolen. It's a scenario that recently played out with Kai. It happened twice to Patrick and Adam.
The bike was just hanging from these studs up here.
Well, he's had 3 of them swiped in a matter of weeks.
Someone knows this neighborhood very well and has been poking around. And that's what scares me. It seems like they're becoming more brazen as the days go by.
Their stories are maddening, but hardly unique, as Salt Lake is home to thousands of others just like them. Bikes locked up, whether daylight or dark, and within a matter of seconds, the chain is cut and the crooks are rolling off with a new set of wheels, likely never to be seen again.
It's such a crime of opportunity, and it's such a quick crime.
And a crime that appears to be getting worse and worse and worse. Take a look at these numbers, and there's nothing bike-friendly about the amount of thefts over the past few years, up 77% since 2011.
If we can find out where these bikes are being stolen from and then where they're ending up, maybe we can bust a ring of people.
And with that in mind, the KSL investigators took a bike of our own to see if it gets stolen.
So we got a GPS system right here we're going to use and place underneath the seat. We got some Velcro. Going to slide this on, and then we're going to make it even more secure.
A few minutes later, and
Let's get this thing stolen.
so we rolled a bike to a couple of different spots in Salt Lake City, and in both cases took a chain, locked it up, and then we waited. Within 16 hours, surveillance cameras picking up this lady mid-morning in broad daylight, fiddling with the chain once, then walking off. A second try, still no luck there. But when you see her circling back, this time with an apparent tool in her hand, within 60 seconds, that chain is cut, and there you go. She's off. The GPS pinging and showing her riding our bike just half a block away to this house. And she wasn't done.
She just passed us. She took the bicycle out of the house, and now we're following
Tracking her on our phone, we followed a woman's joyride from street to street.
200 East, and she's heading south right now.
As she pedaled from place to place.
Yeah, that's our bike.
Within a few hours, the ride finally comes to an end back at the house. And it's at this very spot
Mike Hedrick with KSL TV.
we eventually catch up with her.
Well, it appears you may have something that belongs to me.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't want to be on TV.
Well, no, listen.
No.
Did you steal my bike?
Yeah, I found it.
You found
I
it?
know to go return it over there.
Whoa. But you clipped the cables, right?
No.
No? I have video of you right here clipping the cables. Why'd you steal my bike?
We want to be a city where people feel comfortable on their bikes.
Since taking office, Mayor Ralph Becker has been pushing for Salt Lake to be a bike-friendly city. Green lanes, street signs, not to mention the downtown bike-sharing program. But when such a high number are getting stolen, well, some say it doesn't seem so friendly.
The city makes a big deal, and our mayor's made a big push to make it bike-friendly. And I feel like nothing could be farther from the case.
I know our folks are focused on it, and you're prompting me to go back and see what we're doing and seeing if there are more things we could be doing.
So while the mayor checks on that, we decided to check out surveillance cameras at our second location, and it didn't take long before our bike caught the attention of this young couple. Our lady in red picking out the bike, and the man pulling out some bolt cutters and getting to work. About 20 seconds is all it took before the chain is off, tossed to the ground, and the thief never looking back. But the GPS
He's already on the other side of I-15 right now.
knew exactly where he was going. We tracked his path throughout the night, watching as he spent hours pedaling the west side of Salt Lake City. For a day and a half, the bike never moved from this home. But when it finally did, we followed the rider just a few blocks away. First, smoking with some friends, and next, rolling by the gateway for an unscheduled interview.
Mike Hedrick with KSL. I'm asking people questions on the street here. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Why'd you steal my bike?
What bike?
This bike.
I didn't steal your bike.
Yeah, this is my bike.
For what may very well have been the longest 3 minutes of his life,
Where'd you get it? It just showed up one day and you decided to ride it? Just trying to find out why you would steal a bike.
we peppered him with a barrage of questions, and in return,
What if we got you on camera?
You don't got nothing on camera because I didn't do shit. Now leave me alone, man.
he gave us some extremely vague answers.
If someone else stole it, where'd you get it?
I don't know where I got it from. I don't know.
You don't know? You just randomly get bikes?
Yeah, from people.
People just give you bikes for what?
Just give them to me.
Like, hey man, here's a bike.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
When we started this story, the hope was to find out where all these stolen bikes were going. Pawned off, chopped and sold, maybe even a large-scale bike ring. Well, we didn't find that. What we did witness was a series of crimes of opportunity,
Why'd you steal my bike? Why'd you steal my bike?
ultimately turning this bike-friendly city
Why?
I'm a dumbass.
That's why you stole my bike?
I didn't steal your bike already, fool, like I said.
just a little bit angry.
All right, so how do you protect yourself? Well, there are no guarantees out there, but a U-lock like the one we've got right here for you, it's probably your best bet. Lock the frame to an immovable object and then use these chains, you want to put them around the rim. That's going to help you out and keep them a little bit safer. Also, what you want to do, register your bike with the National Bike Registry, and the state of Utah and Salt Lake City require bicycles to be licensed. Now, there's a small fee for both, but if your bike gets stolen and then recovered by police, you'll actually get it back. We do have links on our website, ksl.com. Also, a lot of people are asking about the GPS tracker. There's a lot of them you can get online. We got ours for $150, as you saw there. We Velcroed it, taped it underneath the seat, but you can get other ones. They're a little bit smaller, and they're actually making more and more of them that fit in the tube of the bike,
Just
in the
for
frame
this.
there, and you can hide it just for this reason.
Wow.
So
It was interesting that the guy who said he didn't steal your bike,
Right.
then just gave you his
Gave
bike.
it right
he just
back.
handed it over to me.
Of course, he called you a fool, but
He did call me a fool, but I got my bike back.
did
I'm
get
a
your
fool
bike
with my bike
He
back.
didn't steal that bike, but you asked for it, so he just gave it to you.
Apparently, he's just a very giving person.
okay. Thanks, Mike.
Have you ever had something stolen from your house, your car, maybe off of your porch? It's maddening, isn't it? You feel upset, you're angry. A lot of times you feel violated. Well, with the holidays just around the corner here, more and more of us will be receiving packages out in the open on our porches. Well, here in Utah, a lot of those packages are getting stolen. So the KSL investigators went in search of a couple of things here. One, who's stealing them? And two, how do you keep your stuff from being stolen?
Hey, listen, my name's Mike Hedrick. I work with KSL. Anyway, I'm doing a story on crime in the area.
Right on.
And I was wondering, someone's
Engaged in what can only be described as an awkward
and I was wondering, do you know who this guy is?
I don't.
Really? So you know nothing about this?
No.
and extremely uncomfortable conversation,
Let me show you something here.
This is weird, bro.
I know it's weird, but
because what's about to happen here in 3, 2,
here's the tattoo.
1.
It's the same.
Well, it should come as no surprise. Now, to get the full effect here, I want you to back that up for a moment. All right, now let's drop it into slow-mo. There we go. Maybe add some dramatic music. Yeah, that's nice. And finally here, a quick sound up to explain
Hey, why'd you steal my package?
the one and only reason this foot chase
Why'd you steal it?
is even happening at all.
Hey, why'd you steal my package?
Now, the package I'm talking about is the one sitting right here on this Salt Lake City porch. Surveillance video capturing the moment it was snatched in the middle of the night. A moment not unlike moment after moment after moment in the Salt Lake Valley. These quick grabs are happening more and more, and they're costing thousands. Some in broad daylight, others after dark. And while not everyone goes in with a well-thought-out plan of hiding the evidence like Operation Tank Top here, it seems like most
I mean, the guy that came and took the package looked right at about 3 of these cameras and did it anyway.
don't really care at all.
Oh, he was super casual. He's like, oh, I'm just going to tie my shoe for a sec. No one around. Comes and sits down on the porch.
Now, the package that guy stole belongs to Adam Stone, and it's not the first time.
8 cameras up.
So Adam set up his own surveillance,
We got cameras here, we got cameras there.
hoping the extra set of eyes would deter the crime
One up here.
and catch the criminal. Unfortunately, that never happened. And when Adam took the video to police,
They've got supposedly bigger things to worry about.
He quickly learned a brief cameo by the thief guarantees absolutely nothing.
What are the odds of you guys getting that thing back?
Extremely low. Burglaries.
12 Salt Lake City detectives trying to solve thousands of Salt Lake City crimes, and the workload is piling up. In the past 6 years, the amount of property reported stolen from yards and porches is in the thousands, with more than 90% of the cases at a standstill. The reason?
We usually don't have anything that we can follow up on.
Not enough evidence to find the criminal or the stuff that got stolen.
If it's inside here, is it still going to transmit?
So, with that in mind, the KSL investigators hatched an idea to find both. So we took a laptop, glued a GPS unit inside of it.
Fits in there pretty good.
We packed it, boxed it, walked it up to this Salt Lake City porch, dropped it off, and we waited. And we watched until a green Subaru drove on up. A shirtless man jumped out, and as though it belonged to him, grabbed that box in the middle of the afternoon and took off. The GPS unit now pinging.
These guys are moving. They're not slowing down.
And the KSL investigators now following.
All right, so we tracked the GPS to this car right here, and you can look on the inside. You can see that in there off of my glare. That's the box. The guy who took it is now inside in the basement apartment.
We snagged this video as he made his way from the car, and if you look closely enough above that trash bag there, well, it appears he's got the laptop. But he didn't stay there long. The GPS tracking our guy to a nearby strip mall.
So it looks like they pulled right into...
And when we finally caught up,
this parking lot.
I am not a part of it. I am dropping it off to you. I did not take it. I'm giving it.
Okay, who took it?
I'm just giving
Who
it.
took it?
I do not know, but
No, I
I
wanna
want to
know.
solve this.
all right, so we got the laptop, but our guy was nowhere to be found. The woman here wanting to apparently solve this is Natasha Waltman.
I don't have anything to do with it. I'm giving it back to you. I'm making sure you get it because I think that is wrong.
Now, Natasha is the owner and driver of that green Subaru. You remember, don't you? The one that rolled on up and let this guy out to steal our laptop? Well, it turns out...
Who is the guy, though? I need to know his name.
I don't know his
that guy she apparently does not know
I don't know his name.
is 38-year-old Anthony Aguilera. Think she'd remember seeing their Facebook friends and everything. Regardless, so we filed a report with police.
Because I'll look at the video.
Natasha fessed up, and 2 months after apparently stealing our $800 laptop,
38-year-old Anthony Richard
Aguilera was caught with $800,000 of meth and heroin, a stolen gun, and get this, a couple of live grenades. Yeah, apparently this is the kind of guy who steals a package off a porch, a convicted felon with a long, long history. And Natasha here, well, she has a few skeletons in her closet as well.
They have no conscience when it comes to victimizing somebody else, and they only care about themselves.
The reality is, most of these package thefts are simple misdemeanors. But when the thief does not get caught, and they see something else, like maybe this printer here in plain sight.
So I'll put it around this GPS unit here.
Well, they will likely do it again.
We're gonna slide it inside here.
And again. And again.
We're good. Let's get this thing stolen.
Case in point, Marcus Gailey here. Regular guy. He likes bikes, trains, selfies, shooting pool, selfies, belly button bear tattoos, selfies, selfies, more selfies. And apparently when he's not snapping a shot in the mirror, he is working as an artist. One more thing here. In the middle of the night, you may find someone who looks an awful lot like him stealing our GPS-wrapped wireless printer off the front porch. So, one more time, we follow the pinging dot by dot to this Salt Lake City home. And come daylight, what do you know? Well, that looks an awful lot like Marcus, walking out the front door, hopping on a bike, and then riding down the street with what appears to be my property underneath his arm. Now, what he did with that printer, we may never know, but it certainly wasn't from a lack.
Hey, listen, my name's Mike Hedrick.
Of trying to find out. You remember this conversation, don't you?
And I was wondering, someone stole my package from the porch. It's a printer, and I was wondering, do you know who this guy is?
I don't.
There he is with the package on a bike.
Weird.
Weird. Do you recognize him?
This might be my brother.
Your brother?
Now, pause it there for a moment. Quick fun fact for you. Court records show Marcus sometimes lies about his identity. Okay, you can play it again.
Looks like he's wearing the same shirt that you got right now.
Right on.
Do you have a twin brother?
I do.
You guys wear the same clothes then?
I just picked it up from the health.
Really? So you know nothing about this?
No.
Your twin brother?
Yeah, correct.
I know, it's weird.
All right, so in a moment here, I want you to slow that down and there. See that ankle tattoo? Well, now compare it to that ankle tattoo from our surveillance.
Huh.
Looking at the tattoo. See that tattoo? Here's the tattoo. It's the same.
Unfortunately, in the end, wingtips and a suit.
Hey, why'd you steal my package?
Could not catch him.
Why'd you steal it?
Police eventually did, adding to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 selfies. He's racked up at the county jail. Yeah, this is the kind of person whose twin brother steals a package off a porch. And if there's a lesson to be learned from our two thieves, it is this. You need evidence.
More cameras.
You need a witness.
Right, I don't know them. I'm freaking out.
Where are you going?
Sometimes when things get real, yo,
I want my printer back.
you need a little speed.
All right. It should be noted, chasing after thieves is not encouraged. Police will tell you that. I would tell you the same thing. But sometimes as journalists, situations happen fast. And in this case, we were able to get the more information and the stuff that we needed for this story. So what can you do to keep your packages safe? Well, choose a shipping option that requires you to sign for delivery. Also here, if you're not home during the day, have your packages delivered maybe to your place of work. Ask a delivery service to hold your package for customer pickup. That's another option. Finally here, contact your credit card company to find out if it offers a purchase protection service that might reimburse you for stolen purchases.
Wow. I was timing you in the 40, and that's very impressive.
Well, Dave,
I
try and go to the gym and do the best I can. My cardio was given out towards the end of it, but good news is police finally, you know, we filed the reports with police. They did their homework. It took a while, and that's one of the things about this. You need the evidence there. A lot of people complain, hey, you know, they didn't catch the guy that I reported. Well, you need a lot of information and evidence, and we had that. So.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice work.
Great report.